What is going on, everybody? So listen, I hope everyone had a good weekend. I have a feeling these next few weeks are going to be very interesting for Bitcoin. I don't think the end of the year is going to close out. Okay, I don't think the end of this year is going to close out without some sort of major big time regulatory news from the US government about Bitcoin. I really feel it's coming. There's a lot of signs that point to it, and yes, we already know from Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, leaking some information he found out that is pretty inevitable. But we're seeing a lot of moves on the institutional front right now. We're seeing a lot of things happening that just don't make sense based off of what history has told us about some of these institutions. Case in point, JP Morgan. JP Morgan Chase, my question to you, okay? JP Morgan Chase was the absolute, just like, I get as used the crypto terminology, fudster. They were the absolute biggest fudsters and have been so for years. What's switching? What's happening? Why is this changing? For me, I'm like, I'm cautious, like cautiously optimistic. Actually, I can't even say optimistic about this because when's the last time any bank or institution has done anything to make the little guy rich? They care about themselves and they care about the clients. The rest of us, retail, we are a source of income for them. I just don't see this as being, how can you say, genuine in the sense that they actually have flipped the script on Bitcoin. We're going to dive into all that and make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button, most importantly, because we know how YouTube can flip a script real fast. Last year, this is when we had the apocalypse of crypto channels. So let's try to prevent that. So hit like and subscribe. So the price threshold that Bitcoin just cannot seem to escape is 19,500. Even with the news that banks are buying, institutions support it, that, just a lot of good news, we cannot seem to break the $19,500 barrier. I have my personal reasons as to why. I don't have any proof. This is my speculation, and I'll go ahead and share it with you. I feel that a lot of these bankers and institutions are all professional traders. They're professionals. They're not emotional. They don't look at Bitcoin as that being that next thing that wants to take over. They don't see Bitcoin as that thing that's going to replace fiat or become the global reserve currency. To them, they don't give a shit. Unemotional. Very cold. They're like cold-blooded, thorough methodical killers is what they are. And the $19,500 mark is truly a benchmark that all of those who are very emotional want to see broken, and will keep buying and keep fighting and are optimistic that Bitcoin is going to break $20,000. Okay, so I'm not saying that it's not going to happen. Okay, I'm just saying this is what the professionals know. They know that there's a huge community rallying around a Bitcoin breaking 19,500, hitting 20,000 and going to the moon, and seeing all these banks buying and thinking that this is it. This is the time. Now, something a lot of retail investors aren't considering is the fact that hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars is being spent on Bitcoin, and it does very little to impact the price. The reason for that is it's all done in the OTC market. And when you buy that quantity of Bitcoin, you actually buy it at a discount. You can actually get that Bitcoin for 2% to 5% below what the market cost is that day. True freaking story. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. But I suspect that 19,500 is a mark that we're going to keep getting brought to, right? And keep getting sold into because why not? It's a professional move, professional traders. I feel like this is professional tactics that they've done to retailers through ever since the stock market started trading, right? They prey upon hopes and dreams. They prey upon ideals. They prey upon those emotions of investors saying, oh my God, I'm involved in this next thing that's going to change the world. And again, I could be wrong. But there is some evidence. Bitcoin may have hit wall of profit takers around 19,500. Now, it seems that according to this article, Huobi Exchange seems to be where the bulk of the sales have been happening around 19,500. A total of 2,013 coins were transferred to Huobi in blocks 66,425 and 66,430 just 15 minutes before the price dips. So, I mean, we do have wells that are selling into this buy pressure. Now, we also know that the idea of breaking 20,000 is going to be extremely difficult. And the reason for that, okay, the reason trying to do that is trying to do a breakout above that is an uphill battle because the amount of sell orders, and they're very, very sizable. Now, I have not done the research and in total to see exactly how big the sell orders are and what it is in total. From what I've heard from another trader is retail cannot spend enough money to break that. There's not enough retail money out there to break that. And the institutional money needed to break that barrier is going in the OTC market. So the likelihood of actually breaking 20K, right, with our community and our retail and even our crypto whales, there's simply not enough money. Now, if you go back to my videos last year, I told you about a professional trader who does stocks, commodities, and he was telling me that he sees them right now, the institutions, doing what's called a price box, to where they set the bottom and then they set the top. And when they buy enough Bitcoin, and this is what I believe this is what's happened already, is the price box. They have enough Bitcoin right now to where the rest of the world, the community, the crypto community, doesn't have enough spending power to exceed any of the sell pressure or sell walls that they can put up. Therefore, they control the price. So, I mean, you know, it could be, let's just say it's not the banks that have those sizable orders. Let's just say it's not the institutions that have put up those walls that are so big that our retail community and even our crypto whales can't break it. Let's just say it's not them. Then who the hell is it, right? That's my question to you. And all of this is happening during a time JP Morgan discusses $600 billion in potential new Bitcoin demand. And you see, the thing you have to realize is, based off of what we're seeing right now, this does not benefit you as a retail investor. MassMutual's $100 million Bitcoin investment has the potential to open a massive new investment category, according to analysts. Now, this just happened. This buy just happened from MassMutual. Okay, MassMutual actually carries my life insurance policy, by the way, so I actually spoke to my advisor about what's going on with this. The future rollout for the MassMutual program is not me going to them and buying actual physical Bitcoin. Basically, what I'm going to be able to purchase from them, okay, they're going to maintain custody. They maintain custody of all the Bitcoin, so I don't get to take the Bitcoin and go cash out somewhere else, stuck in their ecosystem, but it's a derivative. It's a paper product. MassMutual is going to be offering a paper product to their clients. Okay, this is one of many paper products that they provide to their clients. So, I mean, I don't know, this isn't great news for us. It's great news in the sense that, yeah, more Bitcoin exposure, yeah, more Bitcoin adoption, but the adoption is going to happen on their terms, their way, with their rules, and their rules, because of the fact it's a debt-driven system, okay, there's a lot of loans, there's a lot of interest, lots of debt, it requires paper. It requires being able to print more than what is actually out there. And that aside, JP Morgan even discussing this, hitting that 600 billion potential, them saying that, calling it rat poison at one time, claiming to fire any employee that would buy it. What in the hell is going on here? And how in the hell is the community right now think this is a good thing? It's like it's sheep. Okay, it's wolves in sheep clothing is what you're seeing happening right now. The wool is being pulled over the eyes of the community right now because the only thing they can think of is, oh my God, JP Morgan loves it, $600 billion potential. Oh my God, that half a Bitcoin, that 0.01 Bitcoin, that 1 Bitcoin, that 3 Bitcoin, that 5 Bitcoin that I own, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be rich. Who gives a shit about what they think and what they say? They're going to do this. I'm going to get rich. I'm okay with letting go of the philosophies. I'm okay forgetting what they said. I'm okay pretending like this couldn't be some big game played against me to smack me in the face. No, I'm going to get rich. Who gives a shit? It's fine. It's fine. That's the mentality right now in this freaking community. That's the mentality. What is going on here? What in the hell is going on here, people? But I just don't believe it. Sorry. JP Morgan Chase has been the biggest opposers of Bitcoin. Now, yes, they were also the largest purchasers of OTC Bitcoin in 2018. Whenever the OTC market was going crazy, they were the largest purchasers of OTC Bitcoin. Can't even speak straight. I'm getting so flustered. They also wrote the Bitcoin Bible. Right? It was an internal memo for them only, discussing potentials of Bitcoin, how to trade it, and how to make money off of it. So I'm telling you what, guys, this right here to me is a play. This to me is a way of them stirring up the emotions and trying to get more of that retail money to get sucked in there so that they themselves can keep playing in the OTC market, right? And them not take the risk. They're minimizing their risk from the purchase by making you guys believe that this is a great thing. And you guys continue to purchase. You guys continue to bring the price up. You guys assume all the risk. And I'm not trying to be cynical here. I'm really not trying to be cynical here. I'm not being a fudster. But, you know, this is an objective stance on this, okay? An objective stance. I'm okay with someone proving me wrong. Prove me wrong on this. I'd welcome it. Now, the next thing that I'm actually concerned about when it comes to Bitcoin is the Biden administration. Reason for this is the Democrat Party, okay? And I'm not, this isn't me trying to preach one party or the other. A lot of people feel that they're going to be lenient on the whole crypto idea and that they're going to be embracing the technology. I'm going to agree. I agree that they're going to embrace the technology. But if you look at what they've done in the past, the Democratic Party with technology, people forget that the level of surveillance that is on your phones right now is a result of the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party has been okay with technology. They've allowed a lot of technology and they encourage the technology. But the heaviest legislator that our technology has, the legislation, the laws that our technology has that's used against us, is almost always written by the Democratic Party. So Bitcoin is the perfect thing to say, yeah, let's open the doors for it, but we're going to regulate it. We're going to KYC the shit out of it. We're going to make sure we can use this if we ever have to open a case against you, if we have to track you down, if we have to figure out where your money is. Okay, that is the truth. And if you don't believe me, the Swiss numbered bank accounts, those private bank accounts that used to exist, destroyed by Barack Obama, okay? And everyone on earth said it's impossible. Obama cannot enforce these laws around the world, and guess what? He did, and he even fined other countries billions of dollars for not complying with his legislation that he put out here in the United States. So, I mean, it kind of worries me. It worries me. This is another Swiss number bank account that these guys could go there and really wreak some havoc on. So, I mean, let's see. I hope I'm wrong about this. I really do. If out of anything else I've talked about so far, this is the one thing I hope I am completely wrong about. So for those of you who stuck around this long, I need to share something with you. Remember how I shared API 3 with you? I showed you the technology. I showed you how oracles right now had a long way to go. API 3 was picking up where everyone left off kind of thing. I'm going to show you something right now that's going to be probably just as heavy of a hitter, if not harder of a hitter than API 3. That's Marlin. Now, I'm not being paid for this. This is not a sponsored video. I'm receiving $0 for this video. As you can see right here on the page, accelerating decentralized communication, an open protocol that provides high performance programmable network infrastructure for DeFi and Web 3.0. Let me simplify this for you. Let me explain to you why this is a big deal. Let me share with you why I'm excited about this and why I'm sharing this with you right now. Okay, this is a big deal. We know that we have Ethereum, the granddaddy of all blockchains right now. We have Cardano trying to compete with Ethereum. We have multiple chains trying to compete with Ethereum, trying to solve the problems of Ethereum, right? But every one of these guys are competing. It's excessive competition. In a lot of ways, it feels like most of these competitors are not really interested in solving problems, but more in like making money. But here is how Marlin is actually looking at this situation. Why not be blockchain agnostic, right? It's about being agnostic and not trying to compete with Ethereum or other large entities that are out there. Instead, why not just grow them all together using a layer zero protocol? No layer one, no competition. Let's be blockchain agnostic. Let's grow them all together. Let's create a sense of interoperability. Let's clean this up. Let's stop trying to compete, because all this competition in the end is going to kill multiple projects. So they say, why don't we clean this up, help them all grow together? The best one will survive, but there will be interoperability, blockchain agnosticism, right? And it's healthier and more efficient and better for the communities, all communities, not just one. And to help them achieve this, they have partners like Binance, Arrington XRP Capital, Electric Capital, NGC Ventures, $3 million invested with all four of those entities. This is not small apples. This is not freaking, wannabe amateur hour at the Apollo kind of crypto project. This is the real freaking deal. And there's a lot of muscle behind it. There's a lot of strategic muscle behind it. Don't worry about the money. They actually don't need the money. And that's what the beauty of Marlin actually is. There is no public sale. That's the downside of this. They don't need your money. They don't need my money. That's why they're not going to pay for this kind of content. But this is exactly why I'm going to talk about it. Because of the fact that to them, it's not about the money. It's about delivering good tech. This bad boy right here, in my opinion, is going to freaking knock it out of the park. And today, they just announced something. Flowmint is live. Dive in. Where? Right here. What? A 20% token distribution of MPON in cross-chain stake drop over 24 months. Who? Cosmos, Iris, Matic, Near, Polkadot, Binance, with many more to be added. When? Right now. Let me move my fat head out the way so you can see this for yourself. This is a big deal. These guys are building and delivering, and they found clever, clean solutions to make this layer 0 protocol a success. And by doing what they're doing with the token distribution and cross-chain stake drops, right? The cross-chain, this is how you empower a network. This is to clean all that up, to clean up all the fancy jargon. This is how you empower a network. This is how you make a network successful, by pulling all the pieces you can, pulling them all together, mashing it up together, having all communities excited to work together, projects to work together. And this is a clean, efficient way to make something happen. Another one that they didn't even announce on that one is right here. Phantom. I know my community loves Phantom. I'm a huge fan of Phantom. Why am I a huge fan of Phantom? Because the people behind Phantom, the people that make it, the people that innovate, the people that don't give two shits about the price, but care about the tech. They don't care about trying to sucker in retail money. They care about delivering something good that will attract the right minds and the right kinds of investors that can align themselves with the visions and the goals of the project. You get what I'm saying? That's why I like Phantom. Marlin themselves also appreciate that level of professionalism, that kind of ethic in this space. That's an ethic that we're missing. That's an ethic right now that so many projects are abusing. I'm going to tell you what, seeing that FTM is available here in the Marlin freaking Flowmint, I'm telling you what, I expect great things to come of this. So listen, do your own research on this, okay? Go do your own research on this. Don't take what I'm saying as gospel. But how about this? Go look for it, at it for yourself. Look at the partners. Look at what they've accomplished. Look at what they have been building for years, for freaking years, silently building, not asking for money, not trying to drop things out there to the community and try to sucker the money in. They don't want your money. They don't need it because they got something good. Take everything I'm showing you right here and try to find something wrong with it. I challenge you, find something wrong with it. Tell me why this is not something good to get involved with or invest in or find a way to get your own tokens. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. Tell me what you guys think about everything I share with you, including Marlin. I really do want to challenge you that. Tell me why that is a bad project or an opportunity to involve yourself in. All right, guys? So listen, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I might not see you guys tomorrow, so hopefully I have a video out on Wednesday. So yeah, guys, peace out.